What separates people who succeed from those who stay stuck year after year isn't talent. It's not luck, and it's definitely not motivation. It's something far more boring and far more powerful. It's discipline. See, most people live their lives chasing the feeling of wanting to do something. They wait for the excitement, the spark, that perfect storm of inspiration that gets them moving. But if you rely on motivation to change your life, you'll be waiting forever. Because motivation is fleeting. It disappears when life gets hard, when you're tired, when it rains, when things don't go according to plan. And that's exactly when discipline steps in. Discipline doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't need hype music or a pump-up speech. It shows up quietly, consistently, relentlessly. And that's where real change begins. Let's get something clear. Motivation is emotional. It comes in waves. You feel fired up on Sunday night, you make a plan, and then Monday morning hits, and it's gone. That workout you were excited about suddenly feels like torture. That business idea you were dreaming of now seems too risky. And so you wait. You wait for the feeling to return. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. But every time you wait, you lose momentum. You break trust with yourself. You start thinking, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong. You've just been sold a lie. That success is about feeling good. But successful people, they don't act based on emotion. They act based on values, on commitment, on discipline. That's the difference. Now let's talk about what discipline really is. It's not punishment. It's not suffering. It's freedom. Because when you build discipline, you don't need to negotiate with yourself every morning. You don't need to ask, do I feel like it? You've already decided. Discipline is making a promise to yourself and keeping it over and over again, even when it's boring, even when you're tired, even when nobody's watching, especially when nobody's watching, because that's where your identity is built, in the unseen hours, in the quiet moments when no one's clapping, no one's cheering, and you choose to show up anyway. Here's a real story. A friend of mine used to struggle with consistency. He'd start a project, get super excited, and burn out in a week. He kept saying, I just need to find my motivation again. But every time, it would disappear. Until one day, he made a shift. He decided to stop chasing motivation and start building habits. He committed to writing for 30 minutes a day, no matter what, even if he was exhausted, even if he didn't know what to write. And at first, it sucked. The writing was bad. He didn't feel productive. But he kept going. 30 minutes. Every day, rain or shine. And after 60 days, something clicked. His focus improved. His creativity came back. Not because of a burst of motivation, but because of momentum. And that's the magic of discipline. It builds while motivation fades. So how do you build that kind of discipline in your own life? Start with small, unbreakable habits. Think of them like anchors. They ground your day. First, create a morning routine you can do even on your worst days. Not an extreme one. Just 3 or 4 things that center you. Wake up at the same time. Make your bed. Drink a glass of water. Write down your top 3 priorities. That's it. It's not about doing more. It's about doing it consistently. Then build in non-negotiables. Habits that you commit to no matter how you feel. Go for a walk. Read 10 pages. Journal for 5 minutes. The goal isn't perfection. It's consistency. You're teaching your brain that how you feel doesn't control what you do. You're rewriting your identity. Now, let's address the resistance, because it will come. There will be days you don't want to. Days you're stressed. Days you're overwhelmed. That's normal. But remember this. You're not trying to feel good in the moment. You're trying to feel proud at the end of the day. And that pride doesn't come from doing what's easy. It comes from doing what you said you would do. Discipline gives you power over your habits, over your time, over your future. And once you taste that kind of freedom, you'll never want to go back to relying on motivation again. So if you've been stuck, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect mood, stop. That moment may never come. The only thing that's guaranteed is this moment right now. And what you do with it. You don't need to feel inspired. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to start. Build small. Build smart. Build with discipline. Because discipline is what gets results. It's what transforms lives. And it's the reason you don't need to feel motivated to win. You just need to show up, again and again, until the actions become your identity, until showing up becomes who you are. And once that happens, nothing can stop you. Now, if this message hit home, drop a comment below. I choose discipline. Share this video with someone who's been waiting for the right moment to act. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that keeps you focused, sharp, and growing. This isn't about hype. It's about consistency. And you've got what it takes. Let's go.